it's Katie, and I just got back from seeing Batman v Superman. I don't even know where to start with this movie. Well, I should start out by saying that I didn't read any reviews going into the movie. I didn't see any spoilers. I really like to go into movies not having anyone else's thoughts in my head. I just wanted to go in, see it on my own. And guys, don't worry, I'm not gonna give away any spoilers, I promise. This is just gonna be a review of my initial thoughts of the movie after seeing it. Man, this is such a tricky review because I didn't really have like crazy expectations for this film, but I had a lot of optimism. I was really hoping I was gonna go into this movie and be like, that was awesome, oh my gosh, it was great, and it was action-packed and epic, I loved it. But after seeing it, I have to say I was pretty disappointed. For me, the whole first hour and a half of the movie was just so slow. And for a huge superhero blockbuster to be slow is crazy. Not to mention this movie was 2 hours and 45 minutes long. When a movie is 2 hours and 45 minutes, you're just kind of hoping it's so entertaining that you don't even notice how long it is, but you definitely feel how long this movie is just because it is so slow. The whole beginning of the movie, they were trying to set up Batman, basically, because we had a Man of Steel movie, we saw how it ended, and Batman v Superman picks up kind of where Man of Steel left off, but from the perspective of Batman. I thought that was cool. I was very interested in Batman's story because we already know Superman's. So there was just so much that they had to try to do. They had to set up everything. So there was so much exposition. They had to completely give us this new Batman character as well as maintain the Superman storyline, and not to mention also introduce us to new characters for the future Justice League movie. There was just way too much that they were trying to do. It felt like multiple movies. It literally felt like if you're watching a movie on TNT and there's a commercial break and then you flip over to HBO and there's another movie. It was like a Batman movie, a Superman movie, and then also like maybe a little bit of a Wonder Woman movie, and you're just like flipping back and forth during the commercial breaks. That's just how it felt. It didn't feel cohesive to me. There was just way too much going on and it didn't come together the way I had hoped it would. I mean, the thought of Batman versus Superman and then it also having Wonder Woman in the movie, I was stoked. I was like so ready for this epicness, and epic is probably the last word I would use to describe this movie, and it's so sad. So not only was it extremely slow, but when they actually got to the action sequences and the fighting, it was so repetitive. There's only so many times you can throw Superman and he crashes into a cement wall. I mean, that was every single fight sequence. So it just kind of started to feel repetitive. Honestly, the coolest part of the movie is Wonder Woman, and this introduction it's not a spoiler, we all kind of know it's there, but there's just a tiny little introduction to some of the other characters from the Justice League, and that was the most exciting part of the whole movie. I really enjoyed Wonder Woman. I had a feeling that every scene we saw her in the trailer was probably going to be her only scenes, and it is so true. I was kind of hoping they'd maybe just kind of throw a shocker at us and Wonder Woman would be in it more, help out more, but it was Batman v Superman, and I don't know why they decided to just kind of throw Wonder Woman in, especially since she's getting her own movie, which would have been awesome to have before this. It kind of maybe would have made some more sense if she just kind of made a cameo in this movie, but for this one to be her first introduction into the DC world, it just didn't really make a whole lot of sense. I did like Superman, and I did like Batman, and I really liked Wonder Woman. Those three characters were pretty well done. I mean, I like them as characters. I thought Ben Affleck did a great job with Batman. It was a little different, but still familiar enough if you're a big Batman fan, which I really like Batman. And I liked Wonder Woman, and I'm really excited to see her movie. I'm happy it's gonna be done by a different director. So I'm really hoping for all of our sakes we get the most amazing Wonder Woman movie, because I really liked Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about it, but I liked her. She was awesome. So I want to see more of her. This movie didn't work. It just didn't come together the way it should have come together. It's almost like someone sat down and said, we need to do the complete opposite of every Marvel movie to be able to differentiate ourselves. Instead, they should have just focused on a fun, entertaining, action-packed movie, and if the characters didn't have to constantly take turns, and if it didn't feel so disjointed like 3 separate movies, it would have been better. But after seeing this movie, I have huge concerns for the Justice League movie. And if they're struggling with 2 characters, Batman and Superman, how will they ever be able to make a movie with all of the characters? But there are some things that I did like about this movie, so it's not all bad. I thought the costuming was awesome. Superman looked amazing. I thought Batman looked amazing. I especially loved Wonder Woman's costume, and not just because it so closely resembles Xena's costume, even though it does. It's like super identical, it's crazy. But I really did like all the costuming. I thought they did a good job with that. And I also really liked the music. The music was super epic, and I did really like the music in this movie. But man, if I have to rate this movie, I think I'm just gonna have to give it like a 5 out of a 10, maybe less. Oh, it's so heartbreaking, gosh. But I wanna know from you guys, if you saw the film, what do you think about it? I haven't read anything lately. I don't know what people are saying about this movie, so I want to know what you guys thought of it. And I want to know from you guys, if you didn't like it, tell me some of the reasons why you didn't like it. And if you really enjoyed the movie, I would love to hear your reasons why you really enjoyed it. Also, I have to give a huge shout out to Comics Icons for hooking me up with this awesome Batman v Superman shirt. It is so hilarious. Can you see it? Oh my gosh, I was just dying when I saw it, so thank you for hooking me up with that. If you guys want to get your own awesome and hilarious Batman v Superman shirt, I put a link in the description below. Comics Icons, they have some really awesome stuff on there, so make sure you check them out. I was just dying when I saw this shirt. I was like, I have to wear it. So let me know your thoughts on Batman v Superman in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.